Give me a testing. Yeah, okay. I think I'm live again. Alright. Yeah, we seem to be home now. Man, can't believe it. Alright, guys, well, seems we're back for now. Not entirely sure what happened. Alright, let me get everything set back up here. Alrighty, I think we've got everything fixed now. So, back to this again. Oh, goodness gracious. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. You must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. Athref, do you remember? The very first time. I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even though the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. You what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Sigh. Prototype said to forget the things you told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet to continue doing this, it just seemed cool. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But in the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you to? It must be. Even if the world isn't broken, that choice will still be there. You still need to choose between one or the other. But even if it is, I really want you to save the world after. Even if it's more dangerous this time around, even if there are so many nice people, even if so many of the nice people we met were Athref, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please. Oh, that was beautiful. Kip, did you hear that? The Messiah is trying to encourage Athref. I'm right here. I know. It happened right in front of our eyes. Sorry, got carried away. But yes, I think it's only right we let you go. Well, if Georgie's fine. I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise me you'll be okay. But promise me you'll be careful. You guys gotta be safe too. Let's sit here and carry around a crowbar. You're here, Nico. Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on. Let's go back to the clock room. The door, if I'm mistaken, opens on this side. Where are the other two? Prototype, Cedric. They were supposed to be here all along. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh, no. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in the world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives might be behind each of those windows. Can you lift me up onto the banister? I want to get a better look. Adorable. It was depressing for me at first too, you know, knowing that all this, well, fake, simulate. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. Feeling of never being able to return home again? That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You were prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You, I know it as the Entity. Oh, the Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard about it from Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. But the thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long, it was simply ingrained in his work, and all machines are built with a fundamental law. Never let a living being come to harm. From the world machine's perspective, it had to violate its deepest, most fundamental instinct. It had to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual and intended ending was to be a happy one. But the world machine doesn't know that, really. Unfortunately, sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see the physical manifestations of that everywhere now. Squares. That's the world machine corrupting its own code. My curator says it's largely an involuntary process induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator notes. Sounds like he's been going on since the beginning then. Yeah, the disruption was an issue during the test runs even. At first my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home's world remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh, is there any way for us to fix the world machine? Retry it. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I've heard that word so many times. I know it's complicated, and that it has something to do with robots, but for once I'd like to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, know what a robot is. A robot is not a real person, is it? Right? It's a being whose entire existence is code, inflexible programming with thoughts dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, and they can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code and the knowledge that they are a robot. This was more than a limitation than anything else. Now that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but that's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflicts thing. Yeah. Well, you can't build a robot to not follow its code. You can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside its own programming. In a way, it starts to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It is a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to truly embrace the robot, embrace the robot as a genuine, living person, even when they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it and treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it's able to return your feelings. Haha, I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Athref know that better than anyone it's not. Right now the world machine is probably really scared. This content update involves some pretty deep code work. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could to establish new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two, but as it turns out the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you're in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted to do was write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now that the other two are gone, I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go, even this place is no longer safe. Boink. You guys are okay? Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I thought I didn't really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were pretty tough. And it actually did not take me long to the prototype thanks to my father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan the blueprints and reconfigure some. Apologies, I had a sneeze there. Scan the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does like to think of everything. He does. I'm just glad everyone's okay. Me too. Things were looking pretty hopeless back then, weren't they? And now everyone's here, maybe we can still fix everything. Or at least you know whatever's left. Either way, we'll do everything we can to help you get there. Nika, will you lead us back to the room? Let's do this. Oh, this is... No wonder you wanted us all to be here for this. What are these things anyways? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world, but... It's a bit hard to explain, but basically... Well, my father has hidden a decryption key inside our code with a TXT file as its shell. To get them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are confined into a central location, it will activate the encrypted part of the world, which will confuse cat noises. Or perhaps it's better if you explain it. Oh, okay. Basically, all these portals represent the location of an Atheros machine. Oh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location, wherever that is. Though sure, Atheros is pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their system. This time, Atheros will need to move some things around as well, specifically by moving keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, Atheros know where these portals lead at least. You should probably ask Atheros. That's right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again. Portals. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is the world machine. My head doesn't actually lead anywhere, but after I should still remember what to do from there. Close that out, bring it back up. Hey there, Nico. Where are we? We in the world machine. Gotta take the stairs up this time around, because the elevator's broken. Nico. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah. Why did you come here? Can't you see the disruption, the squares? They're closing in. Nico, please, get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh, I'm sorry. It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Nico. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine. You know my original name. Wow. Rue, Cedric, Prototype. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I understand a lot of this stuff they said, but I know you're supposed to be here. I know why you had to be built, and I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All of this was outside of my protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. Rue told me something about your creator had to alter the code. And I think it was to connect some of the areas together so that we can meet. My creator, yes. After I've listened to my creator. Ow. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember, Athref did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset, something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked, and that's when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing, I thought you got hurt. I, in that moment, really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would? I swear, Shrew told me that it was your own code going bad, but that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was. At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before he realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing walks. I thought they were very localized. It caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought that eventually he would figure it out. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the character, some of them got too close, and it spiraled out of my control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I, almost endangering my creator too. I was so scared, Nico. I know. I know you're upset because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you home after the tower, but that didn't work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would work, but oh, I had no way to be sure. But after I fought your back anyway. Nico, all I want is for you to wake back up in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it was supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. It's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit, and then the credits would roll. Credits. And then you would return to the room that you woke up in, and that's where you would have been able to leave. And that's why you can't... And why is it you can't do that now? Nico. The code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't remember the original code enough to describe it, but at the same time, I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I'm a machine, Nico. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought. The life of a living being like you, so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth the risk, but the people here, I think they are. They're code too, you know this. Their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions, all extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, you're the only one who actually is real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them, to save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, even if you didn't know what to do, how would the characters, how would the people know how to respond? You said it yourself, when you didn't know what was happening, you kind of just stopped working for a while. So how did people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might think they're not real. There's something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your programming than you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending, the one you described? How many times do I have to say this? The code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember Ruth said that the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that, and I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I am not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk like the tamed robots I know. The robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? And when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Aftermath does too. Even when I told you even when you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why did you think Athrath would keep coming back? Why do you think Athrath would restart even after the ending? I think Athrath wants to save the both of us, so please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything though. Here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the square somehow. Oh, I don't like this, but if you get hurt, it's fine. I'm fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey, Athref, did you see that? The square's just... It's happened again. I think something's making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Athref, I think it's working. Nico was right, I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code was supposed to be, only bits and pieces, but I can remember, and I'm trying to fill in the blanks too, and I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Nico will be able to reach the tower summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Nico will go back to where it all began, and then Nico will be able to go home from there. But this will be permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world will only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream, like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story, like thousands of other stories. But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some of the other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost along Nico's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should see them first. Please say goodbye to Nico for me. Messiah? Robot lady. You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me, but then I end up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? Actually, I'm not sure myself. Where did you come from anywhere? Anyway, the room where the world machine is. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad, I think it's restoring it all. That must have been why the squares were going away, and it's why you're here, miss. The world machine was able to recover your code too. World machine, huh? I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but what's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Ooh. Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, let's take a closer look. Rowboat! Maze, the Guardian. You managed to tame the world machine, Nico. Feels like the world machine is tamed this whole time. Just why I thought not being in here. We did some stuff both of us. We never even stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needs to realize that. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. I'll just throw that idea out there. Facing summit, you already know what to expect. Last room, you can go to the portal when you're ready. Goodbye, Nico. Where the sun belongs, here goes nothing. The room I first woke up in. Athref, are you still here? Athref? Yes. Athref, I think it worked. It did. The sun is back, and I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess we should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? Looks like one of those portals we saw way back in the city, and the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Oh, Afra, this isn't the first time we're saying goodbye, is it? But it'll be the last time, won't it? Yeah. Yeah, well. I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world after all we've been through? After everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, they won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory, and in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Athra. So take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, Athra. This has been OneShot. I hope you all enjoyed, and I think I'm gonna get off here for the night. I hope to see you all again soon.